Very proud of our kids, how they respond. I think a lot of times you reveal your character in the moments of adversity, and I think we had a lot of that on Thursday. I mean, it wasn't a game that any of us, I mean, we all look back on and know that we wish we could have done this, wish we could have done that. But end of the day, got to give them credit. They beat us. Midwestern played an extremely very good game. But Friday was a challenging day for all of us. To be able to try to get back on our feet and get back on the winning side on Saturday and play any road game in the Lone Star Conference is going to be tough. There's not going to be an easy game. And so for our girls to respond the way they did, and really, I mean, yeah, they were up 1.5, but you kind of still felt like you were in control of the game, most of the game. And we controlled and then finished the way we did. I was just really proud of our kids.
Obviously, you talked about it a little bit there already, but Midwestern lost kind of a tough one. What were the conversations that you had with the team and the day after and after the game that kind of helped things, turn back around?
Yeah, I mean, the things that we challenge our kids with is, to stay confident. I mean, we missed some open shots. We missed some shots that we normally make, and whether that was the break or whatever the case may be, I mean, our kids, we challenge our kids just to stay confident, because when you get beat, it can hurt your confidence for sure. But I think that's what I was most proud of our kids, and our main kids, our leaders, are the ones that stepped up. And like I said, I've been saying this all year long. Somebody like Carly, the stats don't always show up in the box score. The leadership that she provides on the court and the talking that she does, in a sense, and the defense that she does, I know the stats don't always going to show it, but as the coach, I can see the things that she's doing. And Holly continues to perform extremely well for us. And then Nylam had a tremendous bounce back game, with the game that she had against Cameron. So just proud of those kids. But I mean, really every kid stepped up and played well.
Yeah, the leaders of the team said step back up, but just kind of looking at the team overall, how's that connecting to seeing them bounce back a little bit like that? How's kind of the chemistry and just not giving up?
Yeah, I mean, I think it speaks volumes to the character of those kids. I mean, because that loss a lot of times can spill over to another loss. I mean, I think we've all seen that. And for these kids to bounce back the way they did and control a game on the road, that's a tough environment. Cameron's, it's kind of a unique gym. Like, it's really just two sides, and there's not a lot of people in there. So even if you put just a few people in there, it's going to be pretty loud. So we knew it was going to be a tough environment, and it was. And our kids responded, and so that's what you look for in a coach. You want to see how your kids respond in moments of adversity, and I think that's going to continue to propel us forward this year.
Conference up and down, every game's important. Back home this week with Angelo and TPB, what have you seen in those two teams?
Yeah, both great teams. I mean, like you said, DJ, there's not going to be an easy game. I mean, there's no easy games here, and so at the end of the day, Angelo, I mean, they're a team that's been up there at the top of our league, for the last 3 or 4 years, and really going back before that even. UTPB is a much improved team this year. Their post kid is one of the top kids in scoring and rebounding in our conference. And so it's not going to be, either one is not going to be an easy game. We're going to have to, perform really well, play like we did on Saturday, and that's going to be our goal. But it's nice to get back into the First United Bank Center. I think 6 out of our next 8 are at home. So that's nice, to be able to get back here and, play in front of our fans, but also be able to sleep in your own bed and get in your own routine here.
You talked about those two teams a little bit right there. Right now, they're both at the top of the West Division, and both 5-1 in conference so far this year. Obviously, one game better than you guys. So, how important could these games be? Now approaching the midway point of conference play in terms of how it's going to shake out.
Yeah, actually, great question. I mean, I think at the end of the day, like, obviously every game is important, but you've got to take care of your home court. I mean, I've always said this, and you really look back to my first year here. I mean, if you're going to win the league, you got to take care of your home court. You can't have any slip-ups at home. I mean, there's going to be slip-ups on the road in a very tough conference. That's going to happen. Like, I mean, it's just every now and then you have one of those games like we had on Saturday or Thursday. But at the end of the day, if you got to take care of your home court and you got to give yourself a chance. Like, I mean, we go take care of the games this week, you're right back where you want to be. So these huge games for us.
You talk about protecting home. When you come back home on a road trip, do you feel that resurgence or just, revamp of, hey, home crowd, we're going to play really well, like you said, protect the house?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think that if you looked through our 3 years here, we lost a couple games early to, obviously 2 really good teams, Drury, Central Missouri. After that, we didn't lose again, and then last year you lose at home to Lubbock, and this year we've lost to Colorado School of Mines. So in 4 years we've lost 4, or 3 years we lost 4 games at home, which is not a lot, and so Our kids always get revamped back up and get excited to play at home. I mean, you know, your rims, your gym, your floor, you know, your locker room, all those kind of things, keeping your normal routine. And so our kids are looking forward to being back here and playing in front of the fans, playing in front of their family, and it's always a great place to be here at the Fierce United Bank Center.
As we're reaching now, what's the outlook? How do you like the growth of the team, the gelling of the players with veterans?
Yeah, I think it's been. I mean, you know, I know I've talked to you guys about this a lot about not rushing rushing the development of the team, and I think we're starting to see a lot of good things. Again, I keep saying that Thursday was frustrating, it was, but we're still seeing a lot of really good things. I mean, this may be one of the best practice teams I've ever had. Like, it's a really good practice team. These kids get after it. They talk, they get things done. I like where we are. 9-5. No, nobody wanted to be 9-5. Everybody has an expectation of being better than that for sure. But at the end of the day, where we are currently and where I think that we can go, I think this team's going to just keep getting better and better and better because those parts that we have are starting to gel together. And for sure, you saw that on Saturday for sure.